EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, look at this Baltimore defense.
They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because, guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Okay, 3rd and 12.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A
officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Come on, set!
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Again, it's Barkley. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And Barkley did not get there.
Ready.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a... was all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Smash, smash.
Barkley inside handoff. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Ravens hit 9-3 here on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Go, Reed, go!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Let's go! Check smash, alert, alert!
Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A quick throw caught by Cup out wide.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Blocking, 18. On the ball, on the ball. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in position. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right?
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Shreds the tackle, and they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Second and 4. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Check, Panther. Ready.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Ravens on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Robinson on a give right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up third down and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on second down. McIntyre. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's fourth down.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
And both sides searching for adjustments.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Check that.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And they're going to speed things up here.
18 Cardinal. Hey, smash Bronco.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Ready, ready. Slide through. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Carlson now to add the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try. Even faster.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback when you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McIntyre, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, McIntyre. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the...
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
60 Mavericks.
2nd and 20. At the 29.
70 Timberwolves. Lions. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McIntyre. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Throwing on third and long. McIntyre. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Black shot. 52 blaster. Ready.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
52. Fight. Trouble. 38. 6. 7. 12. 10.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Right. 97. Shot.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
Commanders 26. Ravens.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Looking to throw. McIntyre.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A first down carry for Barkley. And now off to the races down the right side. Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 51 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Unlock line. Up, check. Go.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now first and goal. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Watch out, man. 52. Smack, red. Claws red. Steel, black. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great?
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Off play action. McIntyre. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now he'll try to run with this.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Washington,
it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Stand up. For the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but